The journey of the shaman. The journey of the shaman is a very lonely journey. When you're looking from the outside, that is. But for the shaman, it's an educational journey because he gets to learn and the trees become one with him and they talk to him. He starts to learn what each one is for. Like this is the strong back right here. You would know the strong back if you spend time alone with the trees. You got other things such as we walk over here. This is the castor tree, the castor oil tree. Leaves is very powerful in its medicine. So the journey of the shaman is simple. As you walk, you look, you see, you recognize. This is the Aloha Tree right here. Very powerful medicine. And it's right next to one right here that we call Cromalina. This is the Cromalina right here. There's another powerful one. Right next to him we have Lantana. This is what you call Lantana, followed by the world famous, let me hold them still, Scorpion Tail. That's why they call him Scorpion Tail right there. You see it? Yeah, he's a very dangerous one. Scorpion Tail is toxic, so we don't use it. Let me look over here at this Lantana again. This is what is the Cromalina. It's very pungent smell. It smells beautiful. You smell it, you'll love it, fall in love with it. They use it in soaps, that with chamomile. Now back to the scorpion tail. Why we talking about scorpion tail is because the scorpion tail itself is toxic, is poisonous to humans. So we wouldn't include that in our herbs as we look for herbs and get acquainted with the trees. They'll tell you who they are and what they do. It's if you're paying attention to them and listening. They have their own way of talking. They don't talk with words. They talk in your mind as intuition. For you to unite with them is just walking alone into the forest, the wilderness, and uniting yourself, meaning forget about you. You're not you no more. Here's another one right here. This right here, we call this sage. This is a rosemary sage, or rosemaryus sage, or sage rosemarius. Whichever way you want to call it, it's a very, very powerful antioxidant, anti-cancer, arthritis, inflammation reducer, DNA fixer. So it's these little things that we have to pay attention to when the trees is here talking to us to unite with them. And as you can see, it's a whole mess of them. But within each one, they're an individual. There's none that's really all just a bunch of green stuff. And that's the journey of the shaman, to take the time to know what these things are so that he could bring it to use to help the community, to help whoever the gods put in him. When the shamans sleep at night, this is very beautiful right here. I love this. Look at this. So pretty. I still haven't learned them all, so I'm not going to give you the name of that one yet. But when he sleeps at night, it's a journey he takes. This journey takes him out his body, and he meet all the trees, become one with them. And they, these angelic beings, the tree of life as they call it, is deeper than we think. Look at these gullies. These are paths cut out by water. You go down in there and you can see way down it goes deep. And these, when water floods, it come running down these paths. It goes up into the mountains. But like I was saying now, the shaman, he leaves his body, and when he does, the trees come and pick him up. And once they do, they show him everything that's happening, so he gets knowledge that's beyond any medical books, any other person's experience. He experiences them himself. And upon experiencing them, they now take him into a zone where he now go and find out what he woke up and saw in his dreams. These is beautiful right here. So you can see the red flowers on them. And he takes that now and he makes it into medicine. Most of the time when these dreams occur now, there was somebody probably that know that person, heard about that person. You know, this is a nice one right here. This is the rubber tree. I don't know if you ever saw a rubber tree before. Look at it. It's beautiful. It's the rubber tree. Well, there's probably somebody in the community, somebody close by that's sick. And sometimes that person is set not to pass, not to go through suffering, to be healed. And that's where you get a person like the shaman come into existence now. And he's the messenger. He's the one that received the vision, the prophecy, and he goes out and seek that herb. And for some reason, also now in that person's dream, you know, us here on the island, we're very united with our spiritual side. So they'll be like, you know, I dreamed that I was supposed to go see the herbalist over there at Blase Blase, and I think I'm gonna go. And next thing you know, they coming, right? And you was up all night preparing a herb. Let's say it was some pimento. You make it into saw pimento, that's it. And then you take that now and you actually start making it into like capsules, pill. And the next day this person come with an empty bottle that she was prescribed by the doctor, or he, in this case he, my bad, I'm trying to keep it real because this was a real event that happened to me. And he's like, hey, do you have any of these? And you look at the bottle and it's a bottle of saw pimento. And you're like, wow, I just made up some of those last night. And I stood up till 3 in the morning and you're here at 8 in the morning asking for them. So that's how it works. You gotta understand, when spirit talks to you, it's different. While we're here, we're looking at this right here. This is part of the cat claw family. I just wanted to show you. And here's some more now. These right here, these is beautiful. I can't remember their name off the top, but they're very powerful medicine. You know, that's the shaman's job. There's so many trees. You can never have a certain amount of time in the woods. All your time is spent there is to remember, recognize, and identify certain trees. So, you know, you'll be seeing some, and then you remember them, then you'll forget. But the moment that the incident happens, you just start to remember the name, how it's for, what it does. So everything is not something for you to go around and memorize the trees. It's for you to unite with them. It's a difference between uniting and memorizing, reciting. This path is very slim and slender, and it goes down into a gully. So you have to watch your steps as you take these journeys. But this is the journey of the shaman. We now surrounded all around us by trees, up, down, sideways, as we take this journey. So I'm teaching y'all the ways so that y'all could know when you're going to be a shaman, it's okay to step out of your boundaries and head into something different. Look at these little walk paths. And when you learn this, this becomes another way for you. You conquer the side of yourself. And this side of yourself is the fear, the overcoming of nature, which is what it's really about. To unite with it, to learn what it stands for, what each one of it do. Once you do that, you're on another stage of being the shaman. As we take this journey up this little path I show you. So, when Enki go on a mission, and this is just one of my paths to get to a delivery. This is how the delivery system is. It's not nothing simple or weak. It's real. So you must understand these things. Alright. Let me finish. We're almost at the end. This is Lord Antifa University of Conscious Science, The Ways of the Shaman. One love.